And the other band, and
Billie Holiday.
Billie Holiday was there quite a bit.
What you remember about Billie Holiday?
Oh, well, I knew a lot about her too. Yeah, she
Did she
was
do
quite a
anything
girl, but she was
crazy?
so, she was basically heavy drugged all the time,
Yeah.
I mean, she was good though. She was a real good. She had a lot of numbers out. I mean, hot numbers.
Yeah.
But then, Mr. Luckett, you asked about the violence over there.
Yeah.
Other
We
violence.
had people getting killed almost every other night.
Yeah.
I mean, it wasn't just a weekend. It was open every night.
Yeah.
Now, we used to go, it was a sawmill pile over there. A little incident with me and my brother. Younger, we was traveling, because we didn't have to go down the streets where the cafes, nightclubs were. We take the train track. That's where we play in the woods, because, our parents didn't want us out there. So we go down to the sawmill pile and where they're working at, and, at night, stuff like that. When everybody get off, we go down there in the afternoon. We get up on the big conveyor belt and jump over in the sawmill playing and all that other stuff. But then we jumped over in there this particular day and uncovered a dead person. Now, a dead man, violence, they was killing people every day and hiding them out. And then in that Pearl River, what they call the glass bottom or something like that, they were throwing people in that Pearl River every other day. We was afraid to walk across the river bridge when we came up as teenagers because, blacks wasn't walking across the bridge because they'd get thrown over in there.
Or ran over.
One or the other.
We have known people to have to jump off that bridge to keep from getting ran over. That happened a few times. A couple of blacks walked across there and the guys, came and tried to run over. And the only way to go was over, And,
Now,
now, like you said, we found them dead folks out there in that sawmill. You talking about two young fellas that's trying to, whoo! And one Sunday, we was going to church one morning. A lady got stabbed right in the leg there, sitting out in the car in front of Blue Flame one morning. There's just violence going on every night or every weekend for sure. Somebody got killed. You remember the guy, that lady that killed?
But but in a lot
Up
of
on the
times
corner
that
of the
was
street,
that wasn't had good bouncers though, because we had some bouncers. Because I had my niece pitched out on her butt. I had her pitched out. My niece, my half brothers, my daddy's first set of children, which was born in the 80s, his first son, 1918, it was around in the 75, I guess, 1875, he was born. But anyway, he had children older than me. And this husband of mine was 20 years older than I was. Clifton Stamps was 20 years, and I was 18, almost 18. Eloped and got married. They had to hold me up. Robert Dean and my husband held me up over there in Brandon. And I had drank a whole lot of White Horse.
And explain what White Horse is.
Oh, White Horse is,
Whiskey.
what is it? Irish whiskey, ain't it?
Irish whiskey.
Yeah.
And so you eloped.
Oh, I was loaded.
Did they have a wedding chapel there that you went to?
But a lot of offbeat places was kind of to the side, and they had a lot of. But see, at the hotel, nothing but XL. XL, that man is named XL. Big Red's brother. XL is about the only somebody that could uproot us. As the man told me one night, lady, you can't get in that refrigerator. XL was running everybody off the road. That's what he did. Big Red brother.
And why did he do that?
Oh, he would get drunk, And then he was big man,
Gangster.
Then we didn't have no law to help us, Or nobody really did. The pipe didn't, the white folk didn't, and we didn't either, You kind of operate your own.
The only law back then was the Brandon police.
Uh-huh.
And they come down and get their payoff and they gone.
They gone.
Pretty
You know,
much.
every Monday morning when they come to get that $1,000 for them slot machines.
They don't care nothing about the
And
weekend.
they don't care who got killed, you know.
Just as long as you pay us.
And what was the violence? Was it mostly rooted in like domestic issues, or was it gangster related?
Mostly domestic, I think, don't you?
Drinking, getting
Right.
drunk. You in a nightclub.
Yeah.
The whole area, like I say, every house on the street, every other house was a nightclub. I mean, people live in the back, but they had a club out front. You know, so every place was a nightclub, and there was gambling going on and pretty much everything. Pretty much.
Well, I'm talking
Out of
about
those
the house.
122 place of businesses, I would imagine 50 of them, the people stayed in the back of the houses. You know, that's just the way it was. You know, just trying to make the same beer,
Make a living.
same beer. Mr. Allen, Miss Teasy. They had places up front, yeah. Mr. Touch, Mr. James Lynn and them, they had their little. Well, James Lynn's right across the street from you, little James Lynn's restaurant. And his house is right behind, you know. So everybody had their little house. Front of it was a club of business or whatever, and the back of it they lived in.
And your father had one of the clubs there too.
Yeah, my father ran a gay lady for years for Big Red. For
Big Red.
Yeah, for Red Hyden.
No.
Who was it?
For Mew.
Mr. Muse, excuse me. Mr. Muse.
Well, you
Yeah,
know, that's
the
what we leased the hotel to
Mr.
in
Muse.
1949.
And
We
who
leased
is that?
it to Mew, huh?
What's his name?
Mr. Muse, what was his
Muse.
real name?
Muse.
What was his name?
Muse.
Uh-huh.
His last name was Mew, but now he was a guy like he had a lot of money over there at the end, and he was one of the gangsters trying to move in, trying to get territory. So he bought the Blue Flame. He bought up what he could buy.
But
Because
see,
he
we
saw
rented
what
it
the deal
to
was
look,
in
Joe.
there.
We rented Joe London. Well, he fronted, you know.
Yeah.
Joe London fronted, you know, the hotel when we went to Canton. Because they disallowed me to be in Rankin County in 1949.
What?
They told me and Cliff. See, we had to haul whiskey through Rankin County, the back road. Because they had the things on the car that make the car stay more level, you know, and not be,
Shocks.
yeah, shots. And we had to come through Rankin County to get to Madison, you know, to get to Canton. So anyway, I don't know how I got so involved. Oh, I know how I had got picked up for some whiskey. One of the cops in Brandon, and they made me stay all night in there. But I didn't have to be fingerprinted or nothing, you know.
And that was when you were running whiskey back over to the hotel?
But yeah, but I was in another club with some whiskey. Not in the hotel. I was in a club. This House of Blue Lights, I think the name of this little place, you know.
And why did they pick you up?
I was, you know, illegally had some whiskey, you know. But right up the street, the hotel, I stood behind the bar, you know.
So obviously whoever owned
You
that
know,
place hadn't paid off
really
the police that week?
I
or-
really don't know, because right during that time, oftentimes I was misrepresented. Really, truly, I was misrepresented as white. And it was not too pleasant at sometimes even with the big sheriff, high sheriff they call it, in Brandon, you know, in the, you know, county sheriff, because he thought I was of the other race.
Thought you was white. She was
And
real
my-
light skinned.
And my brother-in-law, my husband's brother, had to really, really convince him that that's Cliff's wife. She's from out there at St. Thomas. Everybody out there
And so he
as
was-
he said, high yellow, you know?
He was upset that you were in a black club because he thought you were white?
Yes. Oh, that was no lady. I mean, that was went on all the time. I mean, there wasn't nothing
He picked you up for
confined
that.
to the river. I mean, that was in Jackson, too.
He picked you up for that.
Huh?
Mistaken identity. He took you to jail for that.
That's what
'Cause he
I
thought you was
figured.
white
'Cause
in a
see,
black
we-
clothes.
well, everybody else was selling whiskey, and I just happened to have some whiskey on the table, drinking it.
You ain't had no business up in that, they think.
And didn't have no business there.
And so I want to go back to why they ran you off to Canton in 1949.
Oh, and so that therefore somehow with this liquor coming through Rankin County, coming through, made it all the way through to Rankin County and come the back way, not 51 highway. Of course, you know, wasn't no such thing as a freeway. I mean, 55. That's you come through that way to get to Madison, and I guess they just told me and Cliff that we couldn't come back
And because of the liquor?
whiskey, and they gave us an ultimatum not to come back.
Who was it? The high sheriff? Who?
Yeah.
And
You
where
can't
were you
remember
getting your
what's
whiskey from?
Say what?
Where were you getting the whiskey from?
From I guess it's right down in not to New Orleans all the way, but right down on the Louisiana side. They had a big warehouse that they furnished. They even furnished Vicksburg whiskey too. But of course, Vicksburg also was right in the city. What's that guy named that run the place in Vicksburg? But they was free, they could.
But I know
Natchez and Vicksburg was always.
Boy Stringer telling me a story that they was bringing whiskey from Chicago down the back road, and they had to come all the way back through Taylorville, back up in there to get down to the Gold Coast.
Yeah, the Fanny Road.
To the Fanny Road, and they made that circle all the way from Chicago to come around there just to bring that liquor.
I know we got down or something.
Now that's why I say I want to get some of the older guys that was
And we
back
got
during the
the-
day.
We got
Like
the-
my father was a runner, needless to say. Wouldn't that be honest to say?
Yeah, I'll be honest.
He was a runner back during the day too, see. So he was
And I guess that was a pretty dangerous business to be in too.
Yes, indeed.
Oh yeah.
Running whiskey from state to state, cross the lines. And it was illegal, But I guess that's why it stayed so hot across the river, because everything was illegal and everybody knew it, but they still want to come there because you going to have some fun. And the police wasn't going to mess with you too much because
Now
they
the
paying
police
them
wasn't
off.
gonna mess with you, I mean, that was.
Because they paying them
I
all
mean, they
off.
just didn't mess with the customers at all.
So the only problem you had was getting into it with somebody in the club. Getting too
And
drunk.
if you didn't
or
have a good bouncer,
gambling,
you
you're gonna
you get
have-
run out of the club. But we never got.
Because I knew one guy got shot over with 2-cent Coca-Cola ball. Got killed, Jimmie. Got shot over with 2-cent Coca-Cola ball at Blue Goose. So, just little thing like that, well, you gonna kill somebody with 2-cent Coca-Cola ball. And that's what it was. So
And there was no recourse. There was nothing that anybody could do about it.
And nobody never went to jail too much.
well, they had a shootout behind that one because all the guys that, the guy shot, the houseman, they ran away from over there. They shot him up and ran away across the river back during that time.
So was everybody, or maybe not everybody, but lots of people were carrying guns and knives, blades.
Yeah.
The knife was the thing back then.
That's
You would
right.
get cut in a
Wasn't
minute.
very many guns.
But they would cut you.
You would get cut in a minute. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. But yeah, they called him Houseman Apple. That was his name, Apple. Old Red Apple.
So they ran you off in 49, and you moved to Canton.
Well, we had built the hotel in Canton out on Fulton Road, and we was just hauling whiskey from Louisiana, up through Rankin County. And Cliff and I happened to be in Rankin County, but we understood it was a certain person who told the sheriff that we were there, Really, my first husband, had a whole lot of people on his side, I mean, they paid him off though.
Right.
Back on that day, if you got this right here, you
They
can
paid
make it.
him off, and
You can make it.
they were, as my mama thought when I married, she thought they were the worst gangsters in the world because they were con men, first place, they never. When they built the hotel, they was out on the road beating people out of money, you know. So I mean, you know, they had a history